we're sharing today, and forgive me if I'm rusty, it's been a while since we've done a webinar, but we're going to share 7 awesome MSP story-based examples of websites to inspire you. Here's how we're going to do it. We're going to talk a little bit about the story methodology. We're going to go through 7 examples, and then we'll put it back into an action, bunch of action steps. If you have questions, put them in the chat. High level, here's a little bit about Big Orange Marketing. Here's some of our leadership team. We've helped dozens of clients win millions of dollars in business, and we specialize in working with MSPs, and that's what we're going to be sharing today. All right, so why story? So your message matters. There's a sea of competition in the MSP space today. A lot of large companies flooding the market with advertising, Google Ads. In every single region, they're competing with the mid-sized companies. There's new startups that start every day out of people's garages. So, when you go to your website, are you confusing? Or do you look like everyone else? So the story methodology is about clarifying your message so that customers will listen. So by following this 7-part framework, the universal framework, every story is the same. A character has a problem, meets a guide. That's the first part of the framework. And every story is the same. Every movie you watch, you'll start to see that pattern. By using that framework of story, we invite customers into the story that is really about them. 2 important principles for what we'll cover today. If you confuse, you lose, and the customer is the hero of the story. You are the guide. So think Yoda. And this was a picture that came up when I searched Yoda in our graphic tool. So that was kind of funny. Story-based websites, storytelling websites have multiple elements to them. What we're going to cover today is the hero statements, those home top sections. And here's what they should always include. They should always include an aspirational image or a very inviting, friendly image, an inspiring hero statement that shows an understanding of the customer's challenges, a strong, straightforward subheading so people can clearly tell what you do and they know they're in the right place, and a clear and compelling call to action. Those are the elements of a hero section. So the best hero statements start with your customers. And the way to do that is you research your customers' pain points and goals, and you do that by doing interviews and talking to them. This provides what we call insights, what everybody calls insights, but this provides the insights. And then it's a good idea to turn them into personas so that you can share this knowledge with your team, allow the personas to guide some of your decisions about communications, strategy, new product development, multiple things. And the insights are what help you clarify your message to address their pain points. So here we go. Here's our first example of 7 we're going to do today. This is what a hero statement is. It's this top section of a website, your heading, your subheading, and your call to action, which should always be front and center and also in the upper right as well. So let's dissect ACO Technology. So the hero statement was turbocharge your growth. Let our business-first approach to IT support fuel your business growth. So the insight was that for many people inside a company, cybersecurity can be a big pain. I've got to do multi-factor authentication. I have to log into this. I have to do that. And it slows people down. So ACO Technology is led by Brian Rogers, who has been in their shoes. He's been a leader and a former IT director at a publicly traded firm. And that gives the business-first approach. So we through interviews, we were able to pull out that this focus on helping people grow their business is first before the cybersecurity, and the 2 are married with that approach. And also the authentic nature of the team is brought out in this aviation, love of aviation that came to light through our interviews. It gave us a great theme to build upon. So quick takeaway that you can take from this is what is unique about your team's experience and focus that you could use to help craft a really strong hero statement. Example number 2, Internose Technologies in Miami, Florida. Great company down there. Don't worry, it's handled. So let's dissect this a little bit. Don't worry, it's handled is the hero statement. The sub copy is you deserve more than Miami IT support and cybersecurity. Get a true business technology partner. So the insight was that technology needs, including uptime and security, weigh very heavily on the business owners, the ideal customers they are attracting, and they have experience shielding customers from the storm that is IT. So we used a little bit of humor with using IT capitalized S, it's for its, and it really brings out the humor of this very approachable and humorous team. And then we were able to use the theme of defending against the storm of cybersecurity challenges and IT issues related to the hurricane season that all Miami people experience every fall, it seems. So that helped them stand out and show empathy for what everybody goes through. So takeaway from this, is there a theme that you can show? You can show your culture. You can show that your knowledge of the region, you're in the same region as your ideal customers, and you can use that to increase engagement with your customers. So think about that. Example number 3, Interest IT in Cincinnati. Don't go it alone. Let's dissect this one. So don't go it alone is the hero statement. The subcopy is get an IT support services and cybersecurity partner that gets you and gets back to you. So the insight here was that people's challenges before they started working with Interest IT was the lack of responsiveness and IT support. They had support teams that never called them back in a timely manner. And that made people feel very isolated and alone with their tech issues. You know how frustrating that can be. So the hero statement highlights the dedication to responsiveness and getting back to clients quickly. And it also shows the fact that working with them will be very enjoyable and you will feel supported and you won't feel alone. So really great insight that helped us build some great copy there for them. A quick takeaway thought, in customer interviews, be sure to ask, what was their biggest challenge before they started working with you. Also ask, why they chose you or why they like working with you. Those are just some really good questions to pull out some insights from the people you're talking to. We do have a full list of the questions that we ask in customer interviews, and we're happy to share that on request or publish that in a post really soon. This is SWAT Systems in Seattle, Washington. Get the IT support you need to grow. So in this example, the hero is get the IT support you need to grow. We provide Seattle's only fixed price, all-inclusive cybersecurity and IT services. Learn about our Seattle IT support options. So the insight here was that, Seattle is a very tech growth company. A lot of the companies there have these very large growth aspirations, and technology is a big part of fueling that growth for the firms out there. So their all-you-can-eat package was a key difference that can take tech challenges off the plate of the internal team at the customer. So their all-you-can-eat packages were quite unique to their area, and they're also a very mature-sized business. So showing photos of their team provides a lot of confidence and credibility as well. So that was some of the choices we made to show their nice team. So takeaway, what can you do with this? So, what is unique about the customers in your area that you could highlight to help show that you understand them, you understand their goals, and you understand their aspirations? So think about that for a takeaway. TrueTech, this is a company that we did not do this website, but we did, visited with them before. We met them through outreach. So let's dissect this one. This is a good StoryBrand example as well. Solve and eliminate your technology challenged, managed IT services that help your business succeed. So the insight, and we're not privy to their insights, but from research and insights we've done ourselves, we can see that this is probably based on that what we heard over and over is people just want technology just to work. You don't want to have to deal with it. So this very simple hero statement gets to the point in just 6 words. It is business jargon free, and we did not create this website. Just wanted to make sure I covered that. Another thing that you can take away from this example, and it's been in every example we've talked about so far, is sharing what you do, managed IT services that help your business succeed. So that's another important principle of StoryBrand, is to make sure that is always clearly showing what you actually do. So takeaway, scan your website today. Are there places where you can eliminate jargon and address pain points instead? All right, Ripple Technology, IT, your whole company will love. Also a website we didn't do, but we do think this is a very good example that we will highlight for the interesting things that they have done. So IT, your whole company will love. So they have this human first IT. Human first IT is modern. It's modern IT that works for everyone. So the insight is that that we would assume this is built on. We've heard over and over that cybersecurity IT support can feel like a necessary evil, which isn't the best thing, to be. So this Atlanta-based MSP, this language seems to focus on making this more accessible for the everyday workers who would be, putting in the help desk call supports, and they use this whole company type of language. So very great example there that you can learn from. So what does your language, takeaway thoughts for you, does your language invite customers into a story, and is it their story, not your story? So here's our next example, SkyTerra Technologies. Has your technology gone wild? Let's dissect this one. So SkyTerra is our 7th example, by the way, so we're making great progress here. So has your technology gone wild is the hero statement. The subcopy, get a managed service provider that can rein in your tech and help you grow. So the insight, very interesting insight we learned in their customer discovery, is that technology platforms can escalate. Most companies are not using half of the technology capabilities that they have. And then once you hear that, you probably feel it yourself. Like you're only using about half of the capabilities of every software package you have. So another thing here is, the costs can feel out of control too, from a COO, a CFO perspective. So SkyTerra, some of the language is, they're not just obsessed with the client's technology, they obsess over the client's businesses. So helping tame that technology. A takeaway here that you could use is, don't be afraid to cut through the clutter and focus on a real pain point. All right, so good. We got through all 7 examples. Now let's take it down into some action steps, putting some things in order here for you. So thought number 1, we hope we conveyed, is start with the customer. Interview your customers to gain real insights into what is their problem, what is their pain points that they're experiencing every day, what are their pain points they experienced before they worked with you, and point number 2 is leverage personas. Distill those insights into personas, which is a great tool for getting everyone on the same page. You can print out your personas, you can bring them to meetings with you, you can talk about them like real people. Point number 3, keep in mind the customer is the hero. Share how you understand and you solve their problems. Point number 4, identify how you are unique from the pack. A lot of MSPs, when they're new, maybe look at other MSPs and look at how, okay, this is how they describe their service package. I'm going to mimic what possibly some other people are doing. And it's important to uniquely show what you do that's different and what is special about your packages that you're offering. So brainstorm as a team what makes you unique, and you can hire people like us who do this every day to make this easy for you. Point number 5, simplify. If you confuse, you lose, so simplify. Scan for jargon and replace any jargon you see with an understanding of the pain points that possibly brought them to this point. So lastly, here is my slide, a little promo slide about Big Orange Marketing. We provide a team of experts. You get access to writing, technology, and marketing experts. We all keep our skills top notch. We provide small firm attention, complete management. We're a team of seasoned pros. At some companies, you get sold in by the A team, and a very junior team will be delivering to you, but we're all pros here. We're affordable, based in the Midwest, and we work with MSPs every day. So we love doing the customer research and distilling it into great websites that convert and help you get the goals you are looking to achieve. And here's our closing side. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. This is our website, and we do offer a free 30-minute strategy session right there on the book a meeting in the upper right. And thank you for your time.